Alrighty, guys, welcome back to some more Payoff Pitch. This is exactly halfway through the season, game 82 of the season. 82 masterful games of Payoff Pitch. It's only taken us 4 or 5 years to get there, but you know what? We finally get it. Halfway, but we did every single one of these games. Atlanta Braves, Payoff Pitch, and let's get to it. And of course, it's against my Cardinals, so it's a win-win situation. Either the Cardinals win, yay, or the Braves win, yay. Either way, let's get to it and enjoy game 82 of the season. Halfway home, halfway. Everything from here forward is downhill. We're at the pinnacle. We're at the top, my friends, the top. All right, we got John Gant for the St. Louis Cardinals, the right-hander, against Mike Foltynewicz, the right-hander, today here. And we got our fast action deck ready to shuffled up. And just see all kinds of crazy things. We'll put that over here. Put stadium. Hmm. Well, the other thing is I need my dice roller too, so ball roller. So we'll just have to pull this over as needed, I guess. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. Top of the first inning, and it's Ender Inciarte. We'll read off the lineups. Ender Inciarte, Ozzie Albies, Freddie Freeman, Nick Markakis, Tyler Flowers, four-arm catching today. Ronald Acuna, Charlie Culberson, Dansby Swanson, and the pitcher card for Mike Foltynewicz. For the Cardinals, it's going to be Matt Carpenter, Tommy Pham, Jose Martinez, Marcell Ozuna, Jed Jerko, Harrison Bader, Colton Wong, Francisco Pena, and the pitcher card. So, this is Sunday night, July 1st. We got the All-Star break coming up, and then we'll get into the second half of the season. You're not accounting for the possibility the Braves make the playoffs. Or is that something that's going to happen in 2030? I'm not sure what you're saying, Phoenix. I am accounting on the Braves making the playoffs, since they're winning their division by like 9 games, and it's the halfway point of the season. Trying to make a smart ass comment. That's okay, man. That's all right. All right, here we go. The red and the white dice are 2d6s. The 2 green dice are the percentile dice. Here we go. And it's John Gant against Ender Inciarte. That's a 6. Tough 94. Tough 94 is going to be a fly ball hit out to right field. Out there is the Harrison Bader. He's going to make the catch. And this game is on the way. On the way. Ozzie Albies now. Ozzie. 11. Patient 07. You know what that is. That's going to be a walk. Patient 07 is a walk. And he can steal if he rolls a 2 or a 3. He rolled a 10, so no steal by Ozzy Albies. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the first, Freddie Freeman waits. Here comes the pitch by Gant. And it's a 8, tough, 17, and it's a strikeout. Got him with a slider. 2 away for Nick Markakis. Nick Markakis. 9, ballpark check, ballpark. He is a lefty. Lefty 58 is in play. We're going to be rolling an in play check. 25 in play. Right-hander 25 is going to be a base hit single. Base hit single. Runner at first. Advances 1 base. I can't see that. Runner at first advances 1 base. Sorry. So a single. Runners at first and second now. And that brings up Tyler Flowers. Tyler Flowers on the season batting 276. 3 runs, 14 RBIs, 22 strikeouts. 22 walks, 39 strikeouts. Come on, Flowers, we need a big hit. Here we go. Gant trying to get out of the top of the first inning. The windup in the pitch, 8. Tough, 14. Swing and a miss to right 3. And there you go. You get those tough results, it's hard to get those hits. So you go to the bottom of the first, and it's Mike Foltynewicz. Foltynewicz will start 31 games on the season. He will go 13-10 with a 2.85 ERA. Not bad. Mike Foltynewicz. Here we go. Against Matt Carpenter. 11, patient, 77. Right-hander, 77, and that is going to be a walk. Matt Carpenter is super patient. He will steal on a 2. He needs a 2 and only a 2. He rolls a 7, so no steal by Carpenter. Tommy Pham waits on the pitch by Foltynewicz. 7. Tough 71. Tough 71 is going to be a ground ball hit to second. We can try for 2. I always re-roll the 2d6s for, and that is a 9. Double play is 6, so they don't turn the double play. We're going to call this a 4-6 put out at second base. Jose Martinez. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. Jose Martinez, 1 on, 1 out. The windup in the pitch is a 9. Another tough. 12-27. Swing and a miss on a ball outside the zone. Martinez is down. Here comes Marcell Ozuna. Marcell, 8, tough, 37, and he strikes out. Check swing, but they say he went around. And we are through 1 inning here in beautiful downtown St. Louis. No score. We go to the top of the second, and it's going to be Ronald Acuna starting things off for the Braves. 11, patient, 26. He walked him. He walked Ronald Acuna. Acuna can steal on a 2, 3, or 4. It's a 4. He steals. So, we need to find out I forgot to look at the pitcher. In this case, his Pena's arm is a 5. That is not good. 5. And Acuna is a B. So it's a B and a 5, which means he's got an excellent chance to steal. And we will take this next card and flip it over. Look under excellent, and he's safe. Stolen base by Ronald Acuna. He steals second base. That's how simple it is. Very easy to do in this game. So it is runner at second now. Nobody out for Charlie Culberson. Charlie waits on the pitch. Here it comes from Gant. That's a 7 in play, 38, and that's going to be a base hit single. Base hit single, and runner at second advances just 1 base. on this single. So we have runners at the corners with nobody out. Here in the top of the second inning. Defense is going to play back, go for the double play. Dansby Swanson. Here he goes. Dansby on the season, if you're keeping track. He's got 11 home runs, 16 walks, 66 strikeouts, batting only .242. Dansby Swanson. Let's go, Dansby. You need something good. Let's have it happen right here, right now. That is a 10. Patient 17. Yes, you guessed it. He walked him. And we have the bases loaded with nobody out. And guess who's up? Mike Fultonevich, who's going to be using the one column. The worst of the worst. So defense, again, playing back, going for the double play, especially with the pitcher up. 11, another patient. 14, and he's going to walk the pitcher. He's going to walk a run in. And the Braves have taken a 1-0 lead, and they're still bases loaded and there's nobody out. And the Cardinals have gotten some activity in the bullpen already here in the top of the second inning. The Braves trying to make amends and get game 82 halfway through the season. I did all of the games for the Atlanta Braves, all 82 games on my channel. You can find them, you can enjoy them, and you can watch them. Here we go. It's been a lot of work. So it's back to the top of the order, and again, the defense is playing back. 9. Oh no, it's a ballpark. Ballpark 88. He is a lefty, and that's going to be an in-play check. In-play check for Ender Inciarte against the right-hander. 45 or less, it'll be a base hit. And it is a 39, and that is going to be a base hit single. A base hit single. Runner at second advances one base. It's a hard grounder into right field. And everyone advances a base. And it's still bases loaded. The Braves got 2 runs in. Gant can't buy it out right now. Yep, they're going to go ahead and just leave him out there. They got to try and get through this inning. Here we go against Ozzie Albies. Albies on the season. 16 home runs. He's got 25 walks, 88 strikeouts, a .242 average. Ozzie Albies, here we go. The pitch from Gant. Thomas, what's going on? So it's baseball, football, and baseball tonight. And, yeah, I was going to say Phoenix Knight's probably going to be having hockey tonight on his channel in probably a half hour or so. As soon as we get done with our thing, he'll probably have his thing. So, here we go. The windup and the pitch. 6. Tough. 95 is a fly ball on the left. Is it deep enough to get a sacrifice? That's a good question. How do they do sacrifice here? It was a 6. Tough results. Let's see. Yeah, because it was a tough result, it's not. They're not going to get no advancement on there. So F9 wasn't deep enough. So first out is Albies, and now comes up Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman on the season, 21 home runs. Halfway through the season, so he's on average, he's on his way to 42 home runs. He's got 47 walks. He's got 61 strikeouts, batting .336. He's a monster. You don't want to make a mistake to Freddie Freeman. Bases are still loaded here in the top of the second. 2 runs in. Gant gets a sign from Pena. The windup and the pitch. 7 in play. But a 53 is going to be popped up to third base. P5 if you're scoring at home. So Freeman gets it off the end of his bat. And now it's up to Nick Markakis to do some damage here. Nick Markakis, 2 outs, defense back in normal. And an 8 tough 68. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And Gant pumps his fist, giving up just 2 runs with bases loaded and nobody out, and you walked 1 run in. So basically you had bases loaded and going to give up 1 out. You got to be excited if you're a Cardinals fan. That was amazing that he was able to get through that. We were this close to pulling him. Now he might be going 5 or 6 innings. Jed Jerko's up. 9 tough, 17. Ace strikes him out. Fultonevich throwing some darts on there tonight. Harrison Bader waits, and the sign, here it comes. 5 tough, 68. 1-69 is a strikeout for Bader. Guess what? 68's lower than 69. That means he strikes out. And it's Colton Wong. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Fultonevich. 8 tough, 0-5. Hayes strikes out the side. He pumps his fist himself. We go to the 3rd inning, still 2-0. And it's Tyler Flowers. Flowers, 8 tough, 61. And 1-61. 1-61 is his strikeout. If it would have been a 62, 63, 64, that would have been a base hit. But no, he got a 61. That is a strikeout. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Ronald Acuna singled and stole the base. 9, Ballpark. He's a righty. Ballpark right-handed is in play. We're going to do an in play on Acuna, which means 48 or less, it'll be a base hit. And that's a 0-5, and that's going to be a double. First extra base hit for the game goes to Ronald Acuna. Acuna with the single and a double. And now with 1 out, it's up to Charlie Culberson. Charlie waits on the pitch. Here it comes. 5 tough, 29. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Culberson down on strikes. And now it's up to Swanson with first base open. You know what? They're going to intentionally walk Dansby Swanson to bring the pitcher spot up. With 2 away, they're going to make the pitcher get a hit, which is very smart. The Cardinals are a smart organization. Here we go. So it's going to be Fultonevich versus Gant. 9. Oh no, a Ballpark. He is a right-hander, so 54 is going to be in play. We're going to roll it in play. And it's only a 1-9. He gets a base hit. That's at 26. 26 is going to be a grounder back to the pitcher. Gant reaches down, picks it up, throws it to first. Gets him by a step and gets out another jam. And what defense by the Cardinals, keeping this just 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Francisco Pena, tough 23, and he strikes out. That brings up the pitcher, John Gant, the pitcher today. Pitcher versus pitcher. Tough strikeout. Another strikeout. Fultonevich, he's got to have at least 6 strikeouts so far. And Carpenter, 10 in play for Carpenter, and an 0-7 is going to be a double. So just as I say that, he gets a double. So 2 outs. Matt Carpenter at second. Tommy Pham up. Tough. 58. Oh, and 1 to 58 is his strikeout. And boy, when those numbers hit exactly, you gotta think it's gonna be your day. So another strikeout. Tommy Pham just barely gets the number, and he's out of there. We go to the top of the fourth. Looking for some hockey tonight. Check out Phoenix Knight. He's got Game 6. Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals 2009-2010 season between Anaheim and New Jersey. I'm sorry, it's between San Jose and New Jersey. San Jose and New Jersey. Tonight, following my channel, as soon as we're done, Phoenix Knight's going to have his game. Game 6 could be a cup clincher tonight. So make sure you go check out his live stream coming up soon on his channel. All right, here we go. Top of the fourth. I'm going to try and go through this quick because I want to get to the game tonight. Patient. 94, though, is out of his range. F9 for Ender Inciarte. Ozzy Albies. In play 39. That's going to be just what he needed. Look at that. In play to 39. He rolled a 39. That's going to be a base hit single. He can get a steal on a 2 or a 3. He rolled an 8, so no steal. Freddie Freeman. That's a 3 defense, our first defensive check. It's going to be error on the second baseman. That is Colton Wong. Error is a 5. He is solid. Colton Wong error is 1 to 33. It's an error. Otherwise, it's an out. It's an out. And so our out result is it's a fielder's choice. Ground ball is a fielder's choice. So we'll call it 4-6 as Wong spins, turns, throws to Jerko at second. Jerko thinks about throwing to first, but he holds it, knowing he doesn't want to make an error, and that's okay. And so Freeman will make it to first. And that's going to bring up Nick Markakis. Markakis waits and the pitch. 4. Patient. 24. He walked him. So Markakis will take a walk. And brings up Flowers. 11. Another patient. 13. And another walk. So he loads the bases again with Ronald Acuna. Acuna's already got a single and a double. And I think that's going to be it for Gant. They're not going to risk anything more. They're going to pull him here. And let's see. Acuna is a righty. They're going to bring in Ryan Flaherty, I think. They're going to bring in Ryan Flaherty and get maybe a couple innings out of him. Jack Flaherty. Yeah, Jack Flaherty. They're going to bring Jack Flaherty in. So Jack Flaherty coming in, see if he can get a couple innings and shut this Braves offense down here in the top of the fourth. Right now it's only 2-0, but it's bases loaded for Ronald Acuna, the 20-year-old. Here we go. The windup and the pitch by Flaherty. 6, tough 85. Tough 85 is a fly ball hit to center field. Out there is Pham. He comes in and makes a nice diving catch, and it stays 2-0. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth, Foltynewicz so far in the game. Foltynewicz with 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Foltynewicz against Jose Martinez. 7, tough. 79. Ground ball hit to Hopper to Ozzy Albies. Osby turns, throws to Freeman. Got it plenty of time. Marcell Ozuna. 7, tough. 40. And a 1 to 40 is a strikeout is on Ozuna, we've hit it every time on the tough, just about every time so far. That is another strikeout. If it was a 41, it's a double. If it's a 42, it's a base hit. But a 40 is a strikeout. It's got to be the Braves game. It's got to be. Jed Jerko up. In play, 97. That's way too high. That's going to be into left field. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the fifth. Flaherty out there against Culberson. It's tough. 83. And he's got a nice fly ball out to Pham in center field. Swanson, Dansby Swanson. Tough. 89. Another fly ball. That one's headed... 89 is a ground ball hit to Jerko. Jerko with the cannon for an arm. He throws it plenty of times. Swanson barely made it down the line. And we got Fultonevich up for the second time. Ballpark. Are you kidding me? Ballpark. He is a righty. Ballpark. And he's got a wheelhouse check. The pitcher's got a wheelhouse check. That's a 1-3 for a double. 4-9 is a single. We need a super low number. And he got a, oh my gosh. He got a 0-0, which we got to re-roll that because, well, wow. I've never had that happen before. That's crazy. Wow. 0-0, huh? 0-0 is normally like a rare play, but since I'm rolling, I'm doing a roll to find out the result of a play. We already have the play. I can't make it a rare play, so we're just going to re-roll the 0-0. 59. It's going to be caught out there in center field, deep center field, and Mike Fultonevich almost with the home run. That would have been funny. That would have been serious. That would have made sure it was today was our day. But the Cardinals are in this still, halfway home. We're in the bottom of the fifth, and it's Harrison Bader. Tough, 97. That's a fly to left. Bader's out. Colton Wong. Tough, 68. That's a ground ball hit to Swanson at short. Two-way. Francisco Pena. Tough, 0-6, strike 3 called on the outside corner. We haven't had a strikeout in a while. And now we go to the 6th. Flaherty still in the game, doing well for the Cardinals. 6, tough, 25. 1-28 is a strikeout. He rolls a 25. Are you kidding me? We've hit that number every time. These tough results today have been tough. Ozzie Albies. 9. Ballpark. Ozzie Ballpark. He is a lefty. Oh, 44 is in play. 44 is in play. So it's going to be in play for Ozzie. 57 is going to be ground ball down the line to Matt Carpenter. Carpenter coming in and throws across the diamond and gets him by a step. Nice play by Matt Carpenter over at third base. And now it's up to Freddie Freeman. 4, patience. 86, not that patient. That's a fly ball. He lifted it. Got under it. It's a high flyer. Can of corn out there for Tommy Pham. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Fultonevich back out, and he's going to be facing off against Flaherty. No, they're going to pinch hit for Flaherty because they're not bringing Flaherty in for the next inning, so they might as well pinch hit for him. Who are they going to choose? That is a great question. They're going to bring in Greg Garcia, the left-hander. They're going to bring in the left-hander, Greg Garcia. Might as well. Fultonevich against Greg Garcia. Lefty-righty matchup. Here we go. The windup in the pitch. 9. Tough. 24. And a swing and a miss. So Garcia's day is done. That brings up Matt Carpenter, top of the order. 8, tough, 21, and that's a strike. Back-to-back strikeouts by Fultonevich. And 2 away for Tommy Pham. 8, tough, 60, and that's going to be a base hit. I knew we were going to hit it. He got the tough hit. Base hit on the tough, single. Tommy Pham can steal on a 2, 3, or 4. And nope, too high. So no steal by Tommy Pham. Jose Martinez. Jose on the season. Let's see. Let's check him out. 7 home runs. He's got 29 walks, 75 strikeouts, batting .306. Jose Martinez. Here comes the pitch. 9 to 15. He's way out in front of that curveball. Way out in front of it. Hayes strikes out. And we go to 7th. 2-0. A hell of a ball game going on here in St. Louis today. 2 really good teams. And it's going to be a new pitcher coming in for your Cardinals. And we have a lefty, righty coming up. So probably a right-hander. And we're in the 7th inning stretch here almost. So it's probably going to be Brebbia. John Brebbia is coming in for your Cardinals. Go Cardinals. John Brebbia. All right. Even though I'm doing an Atlanta Braves replay, I will not be sad if the Cardinals beat them. All right, here we go. Brebbia against Markakis. Top of the 7th, 2-0. 8, patient. 72, and that's going to be a base hit. He was patient enough to wait on a good pitch, and he got one and lines it into center field. Nick Markakis, no threat to steal. He doesn't even have a number. Slower than molasses. It's Tyler Flowers. He's an F bunter, which is weird because he's a catcher. Normally catchers are pretty good. But because he's so slow, maybe he's just a terrible bunter. They're going to let him swing away. Normally I would bunt, try and get that runner in scoring position with nobody out in a 2-0 game. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and let him swing away here. Swinging away. 8, patient, 95, and it's a fly to left. He was patient enough, but he got under the pitch. Unfortunate. Ronald Acuna with a double and a single. Let's see if he can get a double or a triple or home run. 8, patient, 85, and that is going to be fly to center. So 2 patient results, but not patient enough. Charlie Culberson. 12, tough, 0-1. Well, you know what that is. That's a strikeout. And not much going on. And we go to 7th inning stretch time here in St. Louis. Saying, take me out to the ball game. Or hum along with me. Take me out to the ball game. All right. Bottom of 7th, 2-0. Fultonevich going out for some more. Marcell Ozuna. 9, tough, 95. It's not going to matter. Fly to left. Jed Jerko. 2, defense. We're going to go to a defensive check. Error on the shortstop. That's Dansby Swanson. Right here's his card. He is a 5. So 1 to 33 is an error. 25, it's an error. Oh my gosh. It's an error. It's a 2-base error. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. And Jerko's going to end up on second on the 2-base error. That's not good. And it's Harrison Bader. Bader on the season, batting .289, 8 home runs. He could tie the game with 1 swing. 10 in play. 40, and that's going to be a base hit single. A base hit single. Runner in second scores, and wait like that, it's a 2-1 ball game. And that makes Fultonevich tired. And so now, they got a lefty, a righty, and then probably another pinch hitter coming in. They're going to leave Fultonevich in there. Right now, they're going to leave him in there against Colton Wong. They're going to leave him in there. I'd like to pull him, but I'm going to leave him in there. Here we go. You know what? No. I decided against it. I am going to pull him. I am going to pull Fultonevich. All right. Let's see. We're going to pull him. He's had a good outing. No sense in messing it up now. We're going to try Luke Jackson kind of come in today. Luke Jackson, the right-hander. So it's righty-lefty matchup. 10. Oh, no. Ballpark. Left-hander. 31's a wheelhouse. Are you kidding me? No. No. Wong's got a hold of it against a right-hander. Anything 70 or less will be a base hit. 34 or less, and the Cardinals have the lead. It is 43. It's going to be a double. It's going to be a double. All-run score. A deep drive off the wall into left field. Colton Wong has tied the ball game up on the double. And it's a 2-2 ball game now. Francisco Pena still has a man in scoring position. 8, tough, 21, strikes him out. And now the pitcher spot is up. And they're going to pinch hit for Brebbia. They're going to bring in Dexter Fowler. They're going to bring in Dexter Fowler. The switch hitting Dexter Fowler coming in. All right, here we go. 2-2 is your score. 8, top 69. That's going to be flying into center field. Enciarte is going to make the catch. And we are headed into the top of the 8th inning, all tied at 2 apiece. And it will be a new pitcher for your Cardinals. Coming in is going to be Myers. It is going to be Myers. As soon as I find his card. Mike Myers for the Cardinals. Okay, it is Mike Myers here in the top of the 8th. 2-2's your score. Braves had a 2-0 lead after 2, and now the Cardinals strike for 2 in the bottom of the 7th. It was my wonderful singing. That scored those runs for the Cardinals. You know it did. All right, here we go. It's going to be Mayers versus Swanson. Wind up in the pitch. 9. Oh my gosh, it's a ballpark. He's a righty and a 41. He's going to be in play, but just barely in play. Wow. So Swanson against right-handers, 43 or less. It's a base hit, and it's not. It'll be a fly to left field. Taking the hit away is Marcel Ozuna. Takes the hit away. Pitcher spot coming up. And I think the Braves will make their first call to the bench. And it's going to be the Magic Man, Kurt Suzuki. You know it's going to be the Magic Man, Kurt Suzuki. Here we go. Kurt Suzuki against Mayers. 7 in play. 0-4, and it's going to be a double. Kurt Suzuki with a double off the bench. Of course he did. You knew he was going to. Absolutely. The man can't be stopped. He's a machine. He should be a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best ever. Oh my God. It's incredible. Every time I have this guy's card out, he does something. It's amazing. All right. So, base hit might give him back the lead. Enter Inciarte. Patient 74. Not patient enough. Grounded ball to shortstop. Grounded to short. Suzuki will move up to third. And it's Ozzy Albies with 2 outs. 5. Tough. 57 is out of range. It's a ground ball to Carpenter down in third. Carpenter will throw it across the diamond. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still signed at 2-2. And the Braves need a new pitcher. That is correct. And I think it's going to be... we're going to give it to Sam the Man Freeman again. The lefty. Lefty matchup here. Sam the Man Freeman coming in again. You need a couple outs here against these lefties. Carpenter's up first. Bottom of 8. 2-2's your score. 10. Patient. 16. He walked him. Unbelievable. Carpenter can steal on a 2. He needs a 2. He does not get a 2. Tommy Pham. He's an F bunter. Does he risk it with an F bunting? No, I think we're just going to let him swing away. Here we go. 9. Another patient. 71, though, is hit by the pitch because he's a lefty. He's a hit by the pitch, and he's going to get on. I think he leaned into that one. I'm pretty sure he leaned into that one. Come on, ref. He leaned into that one. So Sam the Man Freeman yesterday was against 2 left-handers. He's 0 for 2. And today he's against 2 left-handers. He's 0 for 2. So we brought in the left-hander to get the lefties out, and he's done a terrible job once again. So Freeman's done. We're going to bring in Carlisle. 2 on. 2 on. Nobody out. And it's going to be Shane Carlisle coming in to try and do something for the Braves. Here we go. The windup and the pitch. Carlisle to Flowers. 6. Tough. 41. Are you kidding? I told you guys it was going to come in. I told you it was going to come in. I told you we were going to hit the number. I told you guys that back in the 3rd inning we were going to hit the number. We hit it again on a tough 41, which is a double, and the Cardinals are going to take the lead. And it's a deep drive off the left field wall. Runners advance 2 bases on the double, so only 1 run comes in. But Martinez gives the Cardinals the lead. And oh boy, 3-2 is your score. Defense, nobody out. They're gonna play in. Defense in. Defense is gonna play in. I need to find my in chart, but we'll go ahead and roll it. So Carlisle against Carlisle did a good pitch. It was a tough pitch. What are you going to do? Martinez gets it on the number. 6. Another tough. 0-7. That's a strikeout this time. Jed Jerko. They're going to intentionally walk him to load the bases and bring up Harrison Bader. They're going to play back and go for a double play now. 6. Another tough 0-4, and that's another strikeout. So Shane Carlisle throwing some darts out there now. 2 outs. Bottom 8. Cardinals up 3-2. Can he get one more out? Patient. 63 is a hit by a pitch. Another hit batter, and a run comes in. Are you kidding me? 2 batters hit in the inning so far. And now it's up to Pena. Patient 61, and he's not that patient. Ground ball to second. 4-3 in the putout if you're scoring at home. And the Cardinals bringing in their closer, Mr. Hicks. Cardinals bringing in their closer here, up 4-2. They got to bring in Jordan Hicks, the closer. And that's that means the Braves have got to score 2 runs here. So Jordan Hicks in, the closer, against Freddie Freeman. Braves need 2, otherwise we're heading over to Phoenix Night Channel to watch some hockey. Here we go. 10, Patient, 83 against a righty is too high. Fly ball center field. Freddie had it and just couldn't drive it. Nick Markakis is up. Ballpark. Lefty. It's a wheelhouse check. We got a wheelhouse check. 1-30, it's a home run. Anything less than 72, it's a base hit. 25, it's gone. Nick Markakis, home run number 10 of the season. And it's now a 4-3 ball game. That brings up Tyler Flowers. Tyler Flowers waits. Here comes the pitch. 3 in play. 72 is too high, though. It's going to be grounded to second base. Wong, good backhand snap. Throws to Martinez. Martinez stretch. Catches. Got him by a step. And it's all up to Ronald Acuna. Acuna on the day. Walk, a double, and 2 fly balls to center field. Ronald Acuna, here he goes. Wind up the pitch by Hicks, trying to end this game. 6 in play, 71 too high. 71 is going to be fly ball out to Bader. Bader waits on it. He's looking for it. He puts his hand out. He makes the catch, and that's going to end the game. The Cardinals, I think, sweep the Braves. I know they won the last 2. I can't remember who won the first game of the series. But this is game number 82 of the season. The Braves end up being 53-29. 53-29. The Cardinals end 44-38. Your MVP, the win, goes to Mike Myers. The loss, Sam the Man Freeman, who is absolutely terrible. The save, Jordan Hicks. And the MVP, Nick Markakis from Atlanta. Let's check out the other games. Autoplay. They're halfway through the season. We have Boston 7 games up on the Yankees. We have Cleveland 14 games up on Minnesota. Well, that's a snoozer over there in the American League Central. And in the American League West, Houston is 7.5 up on the Angels and Oakland. In the National League, of course, that's their most important thing. The Braves are only 8 games up on Washington. 8 games up because of my awesome managerial skills. Pittsburgh is 4.5 games up on St. Louis. Pittsburgh, yes, that's right. Pittsburgh is winning the division at the halfway point. And Los Angeles is 1.5 games up on the Dodgers. There you go. That is a look at the halfway point. Halfway, 82 games done. Everything now is just downhill and easy peasy. Woo! So, yeah, we got us a good one here. So let's take a look at Atlanta. Let's go back to the schedule. If we look at the schedule, the Braves did win the first game of the series 7-3. Then they lost 5-7 and 3-4. So they lost 2 of 3 to St. Louis. We have the New York Yankees next time. The American League New York Yankees. We're going to be in New York for July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Games 83, 84, and 85. The All-Star break must be later in the season, or I'm not sure when the All-Star break was, because we're at July 1st. This is going to be the 2nd, 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 10th, the 11th, the 13th, 14th. I'm not sure when it was. But next up will be the New York Yankees in New York. That should be a good one. Then we play 4 on the road to Milwaukee. So we got a huge road swing here. St. Louis, New York, Milwaukee. Then we come home to face off against Toronto. 3 against Arizona. A couple against Washington. And a couple against Miami. So, I'm sorry. Washington and Miami are on the road again. So we just come home for Toronto and Arizona, and then we go back on the road again. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget, Phoenix Knight will be having his hockey game in a little bit, probably in the next 10 or 15 minutes on his channel. Head on over there now. You can wait for him to get things set up, and we'll see everyone there. Thanks for coming by. The Braves fall to St. Louis 3-4 in an exciting Game 82 of the season, halfway home. We'll see everyone next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.